Hey, my name's Paul Wesley, and I'm on mybliss.co.uk.
Vampire Diaries is a huge hit amongst its fans. What do you think makes it so popular?
I think that the show became popular as a direct result of Twilight initially, and then I think that the fans sort of stuck with it, and it's been on for so long now, 3 years, that I think it's a direct result of really sustainable storylines and interesting characters, and the fact that we've moved away from that and sort of carved our own niche and our own, basis for storytelling. And I think just the idea of vampires, the violence and the sex, I just think people are drawn to it.
Yeah.
The sort of ambiguity of these people.
Do you think, therefore, that it's a bit better than Twilight then?
In all fairness, I've never seen Twilight.
Oh!
So I have nothing to compare it to.
That's probably a good move, so you don't have to kind of watch the direct competition.
Diplomatic answer, right?
Stefan has wicked vampire skills, such as speed. And he's strong.
Strong.
And just like you in real life.
Pull from my own life.
Ridiculously hot, despite the fact that he's like over 100. So
doing well for his age.
There you go. What supernatural skill do you wish you had in real life?
Compulsion. I want to compel.
Oh.
People like you.
Ah.
Do whatever I say. No, I definitely think that when vampires, I get slightly jealous of Stefan's ability to compel people to do whatever that he wants. So if you're ever in an argument with a buddy, if your significant other is telling you she wants to do one thing, you want to do another, just pull out a little compulsion. Or if you really want to convince a director that you'd like to be in his film, no skills necessary. You have to stay up all night learning your lines. Yeah.
I will be the lead actor.
I am the best.
You will pay me millions.
I am the greatest actor in the world.
He's also gone off the rails a few times, but
Indeed.
He's a vampire, so he's
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Because I love when he goes off the rails.
Oh, you like the bad side.
Oh my God, are you kidding? I think Stefan should get his own spin-off, but strictly off the rails. You know what I mean? I just love it when season 3 began and it was Ripper Stefan. It was definitely, for me, such a relief as an actor to not play a guy who was the moral compass of the story. I mean, every actor wants to get a little taste of playing the bad boy, I think.
So that kind of fits into this then, because if you could have a free pass to do whatever you wanted in a day, bad or good, what would you do?
What does a free pass entail? No repercussion?
No one's going to tell you off.
Oh, fantastic. I'd go, I would probably try to go on a world tour.
Oh. This was your chance to go crazy.
I mean, I can go crazy on a world tour.
That's true.
You don't know what I'm capable of.
That is true.
Craziness that will ensue.
There's obviously a huge love triangle on the show, amongst the many.
Yeah, me, Damon, and Orc.
Now, there you go. Do you know what? I never saw it before, but now it makes sense. Yeah.
It's all subtext.
Yeah.
Hidden undertones. That's how the show's going to end.
Yeah. That's how I think it should end.
Even though he's dead now, but he's going to resurrect.
Don't get me started on the fact that
I know, I'm very disappointed about it. He wanted his own show. He's got his own show now on the CW, so...
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Like, you should interview him.
Well, let's not forget Elena as well. There's that pesky love triangle. If you were looking on the outside in, who would you tell her to choose?
I would tell her to choose neither one of us.
Oh, okay.
I would tell her to go off with, well, now that she's a vampire, I suppose she can I'd just tell her to go have some fun.
Yeah. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
Think it's her chance.
Binge. Go have some fun. Come back to us when you're mellowed out.
Yeah, cool. Have we got a lot to look forward to with the next series with her now being a vamp?
I don't know. I mean, I hope so. Certainly, I as a viewer, even as an objective viewer, I'm interested to see how this unravels. I really don't know what they're going to do.
It's very exciting.
I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. In fact, I'm going to go probably in the next week have a conversation with Julie Black and say, okay, what the hell are we doing? Because I don't know what the hell we're doing.
I've got a job to do.
So this interview's a bit premature because you can't even get any spoilers out of me.
Okay, I'll see what...
Come 1 week, you can call me, I'll tell you all the scoop.
Okay.
I'll tell you all the dirt.
Again, that's another thing we can discuss later.
Yeah.
Okay. another big relationship, going back to the whole kind of Damon and you and Alaric, is just you and Damon as a whole. The whole kind of love-hate thing going on, being brothers and whatnot. Are you that close off screen, and also are you equally as mean to each other?
We can be at times. No, we have a, you know, when you're in a situation where you're with somebody, you really are on a team with them. I mean, like a traveling circus or something. And you know, you've you know, past month I've been with the cast, you know, to Paris and Barcelona and Vienna and Germany. We've gone all everywhere together to do different events and things, and so you really do get to know somebody on the most intimate level in terms of just everyday, ongoing sort of, you know, you know their likes, you know their dislikes, and so the whole cast, you know, we all have grown to be this little traveling family, and so we all know each other quite well and get along quite well, so it's nice.
That's really cool. You're obviously an immortal in the show. In real life, if you were immortal, who would you like to have spend forever with you as well? Who would you have be your buddy? It is a long time.
Forever's a very long time.
Maybe Damon.
My wife.
That's a good answer. That's the safe answer. Also,
She'll be reading this interview.
Also, there's tons of history. So if you could go back in time to any point in history, where would it be and why?
It's a good question. I loved the 1960s. I did a television series called American Dreams, and it was all the whole thing took place in the 1960s. I love that time in America. Not because it was necessarily a great time for everyone, but it was because it was such a such a revolutionary time. Everything, the war, there was, you know, just every possible scenario in terms of people's independence, civil rights, women's rights. It's just such an interesting time.
Yeah. Favorite food?
Oh, I just got asked this. It's a toss-up now that I've been thinking about it since. I love my traditional Polish food, but lately, especially since I'm in London, I love Indian food.
Oh.
It's like my new thing. I've never liked it, and it's like I'm going through a period right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm liking Indian food. It'll switch back.
It's really good over here, though. Yeah.
It's good here. Yeah.
Favorite TV show as a kid?
As a kid, oh God, you know, it's so weird, but I used to like. Do you guys know what The Price is Right is?
Yes.
With Bob Barker.
Yeah, well,
man.
we have our own version with a guy. I think it's
So
Bruce
ridiculous.
Forsyth.
Is
Yeah.
that right? Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's just the most. I watch it now and I'm like, what was I doing? I used to come home and just like throw my book bag and run upstairs to watch The Price is Right, which is the most ridiculous TV series. Just people bidding on items to purchase. It's like crazy. I don't know why. I was so.
You sounded like you were a fun kid.
Yeah, I was just obsessed with this. I don't know. Maybe I wanted to be an auctioneer, a car salesman at one point. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Favorite time of year?
Well, now that we're shooting the Vampire Diaries, hiatus is the favorite time of year, which happens to be April, May, June, and early July, which is actually. But I love winter time.
Okay.
And I grew up in seasons. You know, I grew up in New York, so for me, when winter came, it was so wonderful because I got to go to snowboarding, and I love skiing and snowboarding. I love that. And then summer was just such a welcome thing because you go to the beach. So I love seasons.
Cool.
So I'll take any seasonal place.
Okay.
LA is hard because it's just always nice.
Cool. Favorite character on the show?
Favorite character on the show is probably I like Elijah.
Oh.
I'm a big Elijah fan. I think he's a great character.
Okay. And favorite joke?
Like my jokes are really dirty, so
Okay, we'll end it there then. Nothing too dirty. And last request, or last question, is it true that you can speak fluently in Polish?
Yeah, it was my first language growing up.
Do you think you could, for us, tell the My Bliss users and the Vampire Diary fans how amazing they are in Polish?
Okay, I'll try to grammatically be, because you know it was my first language. Wy jesteście fantastyczne ludzie.
Oh, I got the fantastic. Yeah, don't embarrass myself.
I said you are fantastic people.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks so
Thank
much
you.
for talking to her.
Thank you.